Hello? Oh my goodness, that's bright. Hold on. Hello? Welcome back, kind sir. What's up, Kyle? How's it going, buddy? What's up, everyone? Welcome to TMPG. I'm recording a little bit late today. A little later than usual. Mostly because I was taking a nap. Much needed nap. It was a good nap. We're playing a little, what did I say, Portland? Oh, I'm going to body him. We're playing a little 2K today. If you guys haven't been keeping up, I haven't been doing a very good job of keeping you guys in the loop, but I've been pretty sick for the last, I don't know, month. So we're easing back into it. I'm not trying to take on anything too heavy. I'm not trying to dive too deep. I was hunting on Sunday. Today I'm just going to do a 2K game or two, talk a little playoff basketball, and then I'm going to relax because I'll be honest with you, lots of talking makes me cough. Coughing makes my ribs hurt. My ribs hurt makes my back hurt. My back hurt makes my legs hurt. My legs hurt makes my... No, it's a trickle down. It's a whole thing. Yeah, I saw your other stream about you being sick. Yeah, it's not been fun. It's been a really pretty shitty month. But... You know, I really wanted to be like 100% back, like healthy and happy and your normal, hey, how's it going, guys? Like Nick, but it feels like that's never going to happen. So at some point, we just got to get back to recording because I really enjoy recording. But yeah, it's like someone's trying to give me a bear hug every time I start coughing. It's like someone grabs me around my waist and goes, holds on to me, and I have to go until I catch my breath. It's really not fun. So we may do a second visit to the doctor at some point this week if it doesn't improve. But that's enough about that. We are here to play a little hoop. I've decided to jump on my power forward, who I just never... Once I went to the park with this guy and he was not viable, I pretty much gave up on this guy. I don't even think I went to a championship with him. So all bullshit aside, I don't think I've even won a championship on the Pistons this year on 2K. And that's just, let's be honest, that's unforgivable. Like, I gotta at least get a ring with the Pistons. I got a ring with the Thunder already. On my point guard, I got a 99 point guard. That was really my player this year. Even though technically, this is my first one. This is my baby. Now, there will be some rust here, so I apologize in advance if this game comes off a little shaky, but I have been keeping up with NBA. I've been trying.
These are my Pistons right here.
I'm not sure which injury is the most important. Is it Ja? Is it Giannis? Is it Tyler Hero? Is it... I'm trying to think there's other injuries as well. Injuries has been the whole playoffs so far. Pretty crazy. You guys see Westbrook getting his love? That's the big piece of information. That's the big piece of news that I've really enjoyed. Is Westbrook, despite going 3 for 19, getting his love. They were giving him his flowers. Because in a playoff situation, a try-hard like Westbrook is going to shine bright, dude. So they were giving him his flowers, and I was loving it.
And it's on you not to let
big plays down the stretch, dude, in game 1. I don't think you're going to get Kevin Durant playing that bad again.
6 on the shot
so
clock.
I think that's
left to the wing.
The Clippers are probably going to have a lot of trouble in that series, but block.
MP with a block.
Yeah, it's literally every star. It's crazy.
Back to Cunningham. Here's Thunder. The shot's good on the assist by Cunningham.
Setting an aggressive tone early.
Pistons are not in the playoffs now. What's up, Yasko? How's it going, buddy? Did you already say something earlier? Yeah,
Now
you did.
here's
My bad.
Lillard.
What's up,
There's
bud?
a screen by Nurkic. Lillard can't get it to go. Pass to Cunningham. To the
Thunder
wing,
were
right
almost in
side.
the playoffs, though.
Now
They
here's
just had to
MP,
beat the
defended by
Timberwolves, and they couldn't
Nurkic.
get that done.
Here's Thunder.
Drop me.
That
Oh,
shot
come
off.
on.
And it's Portland the other way. Their last encounter was in Portland.
They were blown out by this squad last time. Could not stop the bench from scoring. That was the difference.
A jack of all trades, Jeremy Grant also has a strong feel
got me jumping out of
when
my
his
seat,
guys
bro.
are
Like, it was
uncovered.
real.
Here's
Dude,
Ivy, following the bucket by the Blazers. MP with it, bearing his
one
second
thing I
of
will
three
say
attempts.
is
And
I
setting the
think
tempo with an
Sacramento
assertive move,
might
like,
be
where was the defense on
Sacramento
that
might be
play?
able to might be able to go out Golden State. Golden State. That's been the series this year. I mean, who are you rooting for now?
Now here's Lillard.
I in the West, you know, you guys know I kind of secretly have
Pass to
been liking
Nurkic.
Sacramento this year.
Back to Lillard.
I really felt like they weren't going to be able to
Buries the
out
jump
Golden
shot.
State in this first round matchup, and I was like, oh man, of all the matchups, they're going to have to try and out Golden State. I mean, that's what they do. They basically do some Golden State shit. And then now they're against Golden State. It's like, dude, nobody from Golden State better than Golden State. But damn, I mean, the Kings crowd and the way they play. I mean, they are basically the Golden State Warriors.
They can get back to what they were just as quickly.
And it's
I'm
the
not saying
Blazers with
De'Aaron
the
Fox
ball.
is Steph Curry,
Back
but
to
I'm
the
just saying
Pistons, picking up the
personnel-wise and the way
basket
they
just
play,
moments ago. That
getting
one
up and
no
down the
good.
floor and the
He
speed.
didn't make them pay for that weak defense.
Speed
but
kills,
they
man.
just
It
can't
could be
rely
really
on him
interesting.
to miss those kind of
Denver is a
shots.
problem. They're having absolutely no
Yeah, that
problem
one's
with
good.
Minnesota, and
Cunningham.
at least in game one,
They
they
have
just
really found
smashed
a
them up.
rhythm here
Look strong,
early.
look like a 1 seed.
4 for 5 to
So
start
it's
this
Denver
game.
and Sacramento to
And
me.
that streaking
The
rack
Clippers,
attack is
I
the
think, can
mobile
give
one
if the
drive.
Clippers can give
Yeah, and in
Phoenix
close
enough
games
trouble.
like this one, BA,
Even if Phoenix
you
gets
need
through that
toughness.
matchup, I think
Guys
the
who
second round
run to
matchup,
the
whoever they
fight
play,
and get
they're
after
going to
it.
be weathered.
Now
Because
here's
the
Lillard.
Clippers are going to leave a dent.
He's a
You
tough
know what I
guy
mean?
to check, averaging almost 28 points a game. Pass to Grant. Over MP.
That's a lot, brother. There's
Rebound
16
Detroit.
teams, so I couldn't
Missing
give you
that
the
one helps out
who's up and
all
who's
the
down in every
analytical
series, but
guys from the mid-range.
Cunningham on the wing.
I think Sacramento and Denver in the West would be really interesting and a fun series to watch.
Back to MP.
Personally, I think that'd be a really fun series to watch in the West.
Left
I think
block shot on the
Boston
way,
or bust
and off the
in the
glass.
East.
That one's good.
Philly's playing good, but come
MP's
on.
got 8 points.
An outstanding first quarter from
It's
the
so
field.
fucking Cavs Knicks. You see,
Grant outside.
I saw the highlights of
Three.
game one, but
That one falls.
I know the Knicks
He's
won
now
the first
1 for
game,
3.
but
You know, very few
I
scouts
don't know.
felt that
I
Jeremy
like
Grant
the
would
idea
ever
of the
become
Cavs,
this
but
kind
if
of
Donovan
three-point
Mitchell
shooter.
in crunch time, it's just going to be Donovan Mitchell or bust for them.
MP
We've
against
seen so many
Grant.
times
Thunder.
in
The shot comes out.
over Donovan
Nurkic
Mitchell's
with
career in the
some
West,
nice D.
how easy it is
Portland
to
trailing here.
shut him down when you just solely focus on
Pass to
him.
Little.
I'm not saying they don't have other weapons
Outside
in Cleveland, but
Payton.
it
And
does
here's
seem like they
Lillard.
play a Donovan Mitchell or bust kind of an offense occasionally,
There's a
and
screen
I
by
worry about
Nurkic.
that as they get deeper into
Takes
the
one
playoffs
from
and
10
start
feet.
playing good teams.
Lillard with
Also,
the
if
bucket.
Giannis isn't actually injured,
Stroke on Lillard's shot. Many guys
the Knicks
should be
and or
envious
Cavs, whoever
of his
comes out of that series, is going to run into Milwaukee or Boston.
Here's Ivy,
It's Milwaukee or
defended by
Boston
Lillard.
and
Here's
everybody
Ivy.
else.
From 10 feet
So
away.
we know this.
And he hits the
You
jumper.
know what I mean?
That's 10
The East
straight
isn't as
points they've
interesting to
given
me
up
as the
in
West.
painted area.
Now,
The Trailblazers
John
have
Morant
gone
being
4
down
of 8
and the Lakers
looking in
Memphis,
control. Grab
that
the
matchup
screen.
is very interesting to me because I don't know who to root for because I fucking kind of despise the Grizzlies. I want to slap that away. Give me that ball.
Buries
I
it.
want,
He's 2 for 4 in this game.
Can't really.
Very high percentage look for Grant.
think Knicks
Those
can win in
kinds of
7? You might be
plays
right.
Just get you in rhythm and keep you there.
Huge game in
Pass to
Cleveland,
Ivy.
right? Yeah, that'll be interesting to see how that turns out.
Grant against MP.
That series is all about Mobley.
Portland grabs the
Randall
miss.
or whatever put
They
a
couldn't
fucking
put the
show on
pieces
Mobley
together,
game 1.
losing their last matchup with Orlando.
Are the Bulls still in it?
Hey,
Are the Bulls
they
still in it?
had their
Did they get that
chances,
8
but they
seed?
struggled from the line. It's
No,
so
Atlanta
hard to
got the
win
8
that
seed.
way
Bulls
on
are
someone
out,
else's
right?
floor.
And you
Yeah,
can
Bulls are
see
out.
them losing confidence.
Miami got 'em.
And it turned into a
Miami got him in the play-in, and so now
Pistons
Miami's
leading.
playing Milwaukee, and beat Milwaukee in game
Driving
1.
to the
But that had everything to do
That one goes.
with
Count it.
Giannis getting his back blown out, dude.
Yeah,
Hitting the ground really
baby.
hard and busting his
Make 'em
tailbone
pay.
or whatever. We'll have to see how big of an injury that is. Because Miami could fucking smack Milwaukee in the mouth without Giannis. You know what I mean? Hawks got the 7th. Yeah, Hawks got the Celtics and that's going to be over in 4. I
the
mean,
ball
if anybody
movement
thinks the
has
Hawks can
been
get a game on the Celtics,
impressive,
they're
and the
delusional.
assist numbers are off the
So that one's as good as
Well, the Pistons front
that's as
office
good as
said
as
they
that's
wanna
as
have
well.
quality
What's the
character
fucking one?
veterans to
That's
help
as good as
balance their
over? No,
roster
that's as
splitting.
What they're
well.
doing, BA,
What's the fuck?
they're
What am I trying to
building
say?
an identity. You need those veteran players to teach the young guys
That's as
what it
good as
takes
over.
to
That's
be a
not.
pro.
That's not. That's not
Now
an
here's
expression. That's
Winslow.
not-
And right now he's currently putting up 6.5 points per game. Burks against Simons. Here's Thunder. Oh, and the dunk by MP.
I forced him to pass it right
The
there.
reverse slam, that was sweet.
You're right though. That is the
finesse on
interesting
full
matchup in the
display.
East. The Cavs and the Knicks.
Portland is
It'd be
going
kind of
1 of
cool.
4 from deep.
I'm low key kind of rooting for the Knicks. It'd be kind of cool if the Knicks did something.
Pass to Eubanks.
The Knicks can't beat Milwaukee, and the Knicks can't beat the
Simons with
Celtics. So it's like, it's a cute story, but there's for sure a ceiling for that team.
Fires for 3. And they recover it. Hart from long range. Trailblazers keep it alive. And another shot. Here's Little.
This idiot's getting rebound after rebound after rebound. Was he Westbrook? What's that guy's
Outside
problem?
Hart. Eubanks the screen. Trailblazers got to hurry. Got to get up a shot.
Nope.
And it's Winslow missing.
Uncontested look. Can't fault the shot selection. He's money from there.
Pass to Lee. Simons against MP. And it goes. As the official call.
I want to root for Miami in the East, but they're just, I don't know. That's a fickle team, dude. It's like one night they're really good, the next night they're just garbage. So it's tough.
7 times as an all-star.
I do think it's
But for
Sacramento
all
or
his
Denver
greatness
out of
on
the
court,
West.
he'll be
I don't think
remembered
that's
just
I
as
don't think I'm
much for
talking
the
out of
work he
school
did
with that
off the
either.
court
I
as
feel like
the
people
league's
kind of
global
can see the
ambassador.
momentum that Sacramento's
here's
playing with right
Simons.
now and kind of enjoying it.
Coming in off 12 points in his
and
last outing.
obviously Denver's good. We know Denver's good.
Can they get it?
That's
And
not bad.
the
I jumped
layup
too
is
early.
up and in.
Listed at 6'4".
Out east,
but
it's Milwaukee
Anthony
if
Simons
Giannis'
has it.
butthole isn't blown out, but it looks like his back was blown out in that first game. Again, we'll have to see how serious that is. If John Morant doesn't have like completely broken hand or whatever, Miami's energy is good. When it's good, it's good. But when it's not, my guy, is what I'm saying, Kyle. Like so often, yeah, Nuggets are dummy thick, dummy deep. They go 10 deep and don't, miss a beat. They've been playing together for fucking 5 years. It's time. Like if not now, never. You know what I
He's
mean?
checked
It's
in
just
for
it's
Noel.
absolutely time.
MP comes in for Bagley.
The West has never been
Hey, he's
weaker.
checked in for
They've
Diallo.
never been
And
stronger.
Ivy subbed in
So
for
many
Lee.
like
A
fresh-built
big group
teams in the West
substitution here for
that just
Portland.
do not have the
Nurkic is
cohesiveness
checked in
that team
for
has.
Eubanks. Jeremy
Plus
Grant
the
comes in
Josic
for
of it
Winslow.
all.
Payton's
And Murray's
checked
finally
in for
healthy.
Little.
Michael
And
Porter Jr.
Damian
is finally
Lillard
healthy.
subbed in for
All their
Simons.
guys are finally
Alec
healthy
Burks is out there with Ivy.
at the same
Then
time.
it's Isaiah Stewart. Then there's Sadiq
Which has
Bey,
never been
and
the
it's
case,
Thunder
like, over the
in at
last
the
4 or
power
5
forward
years.
Position. That's the group for Detroit right now. Portland, no good that time either. Detroit has gone 0 for 2 from outside in the second quarter.
So Denver's scary good,
Pass to Bay.
which is wild. Wookie's finally right.
Burks
Dude. Remember
against
Wookie
Payton.
back in the day? Denver's gonna be crazy good. Like, okay, bro.
And there's the call on Yusuf Nurkic. That's it.
But I want Sacramento. Sacramento will be dope. That team's been bad for so long. They finally got a little something going. I mean, they don't have size. They got pretty good depth. They don't have size at all. But man, they got energy. They got three-point shooting like a motherfucker. It would be
MP
just really
against
cool.
Lillard. MP, the pass to Stewart. Shot clock at 6. Here's Cunningham. The rebound by
I
Payton.
could really root for
I'll tell you
Sacramento.
what,
I
I
don't
think
think
he
Sacramento
thought
can beat
that was going in.
Milwaukee. I don't
I
think
sure
Sacramento
did.
can beat Boston,
Lillard
obviously.
outside.
But I think if it came to it, I think Sacramento could beat Philly. I don't want Philly anywhere near the finals. That's a team nobody's talking about. Probably because they have a walkthrough matchup with
And with that
Brooklyn
one, the deficit
in
trimmed to
round
single
one. But
digits.
Philadelphia
Lillard's got
might
8
be in that
points.
conversation
You
with
want to run
Milwaukee
your offense through
and
him. A reliable scoring
Boston.
option.
Bay
It's just,
outside.
I hate them so much. I
To
don't.
the wing on the left.
They're like the Phoenix
Back
Suns
to
for me.
MP.
Like, yeah, they're good, we get it. But what are we doing, you know?
And he converts the layup. 17 points in the game.
And
I'll
tell you
never
what,
root
that's
for
what
Harden.
being
I never will.
unselfish is all about.
That's not going to
Ivy
happen. I'm
finding
just
the
never going to
open man.
give him his. I'll never give Harden his flowers. even though he's playing a really
outside.
effective game of basketball now, that isn't all about him. And
Rebounded by the Pistons.
his
Stewart's got
presence
4
has
rebounds in
reshaped
the game.
Embiid's ability to pick his spots, and
MP
Harden
against
makes
Grant.
everybody on the team better, undeniable. But I
Now
will
they
never
double
give
up
him his
MP.
flowers. That's just never happened. I fucking can't stand Harden.
Pass to Ivy. Now here's Cunningham. Three-pointer, no good.
Already during his young career, B.A.K. Cunningham has flashed the potential of becoming a generational
Philly and
talent.
Nuggets were like tier 2 playoff teams. Yeah, for probably the last 4 or 5 years. But then they become real contenders, 100%. And, you know, cohesiveness. I mean, besides the Harden of it all, but even with Harden, he's been there a couple years. Like, Philly's got a core that's played together for a while. Like, the Embiids and the whoever's and the Tobias Harris's and they brought that Maxey kid along. Maxey's playing great. They got a lot of guys besides their stars or whatever that they know how to play together. Doc Rivers is one hell of a coach. He's a player's coach. He gets the best out of his guys. Say what you will, that motherfucker's a pretty damn good coach.
Good on the second one. Well,
They don't have
great
depth at
teams
all.
have a
But for
plan
whatever
B
reason,
when
it hasn't
plan
seemed to
A
hurt them.
fails.
Well, B.A., a part
I
of
feel like
this is
what if they played
coaching, but
Milwaukee
it's also
or if they
about
played
having the
Boston?
talent
That
to
lack of
win
depth is going to be a
more
problem
than
because
one way.
those teams are going to put them in
Also, it's
positions
about
where fouls are going to be
ad-libbing.
something to consider. Rotations are going to be something to consider. Matchups wise, they're in trouble if they play Milwaukee and or Boston. I just they're not. I still consider Philly tier 2 because they're not as good as Boston and Milwaukee. No, Boston and Milwaukee matchup problems all over the place. Both those teams with Philadelphia. You know what I mean? So I don't know.
And the free throw, no good. The Trailblazers
Plus, I just
have gone
dislike
3
Philly.
of 5 since the beginning of the second.
I'll watch their
Here's
watch their
Payton.
highlights like with the
And he buries his
the
first
Phoenix
look.
Suns. I don't even like watching their
Credit their
highlights.
discipline.
I mean, I
They've
watch
been
it because it's the
working for
Clippers
high
and
percentage
Westbrook's playing
shots.
good, but
MP outside.
and Kawhi had a god game. Kawhi played
Lays it up
unbelievable.
and banks it in. MP's got 6 in the quarter.
But normally I
And
don't
it
even
gets
watch
even
Phoenix
worse for
Suns
them.
highlights.
I
I
mean,
can't
he
even
just
do it. It's
waltzes
disgusting
down
to
the
me.
lane, extending their advantage.
I don't like Booker. I
Not
don't like
good.
Chris Paul. I
Uncontested
fucking
shot at the
have a
rim.
hatred for
You have to
Durant that goes all the way back to
compete at all
him dipping out in
times.
OKC.
Now here's
So-
MP. In the game against Cleveland, very impressive. Stewart finds MP, and the shot goes. MP's got
I
23
just can't
points.
watch the Suns.
I like how
I don't know.
Isaiah Stewart
It's,
found a teammate there. Impressive passing for a big.
And
It's a-
Lillard
it's a
puts
hole
up
in my
deep
basketball.
three, sinks it. What range from downtown?
They didn't do themselves any favors with their shooting in the first quarter, but they're starting to pick it up now.
Now here's MP, guarded closely. And it's
I was
Portland
trying
with
to
the
whip it over
rebound.
to Ivy right there.
It's off to Boston after this one, where they will face the Celtics. It'll be the 4th of 6 games for them away from home. The shot by Watford, no good. For Detroit, they've gone 5 of 10 in the second quarter. Cunningham on the wing, guarded by Payton. And that one's good. Cunningham.
That was pretty good.
Cunningham's got his second bucket of the night.
Defense gets all up in Cunningham's personal space, but he stays strong and gets to the inside.
Are you kidding
Well,
me?
guys, Thunder in the last half.
He spin dribbled right into me.
It's still buzzing about it, guys.
Great report there, Allie. It was obvious he could do anything he wanted. A fantastic win.
Well, I'll tell you, he was enjoying himself out there, kind of like us here in the broadcast booth. And whoever was matched up against him wasn't enjoying
Watford
themselves.
kid. Who the hell is
What I
this
like
Watford
is they
kid?
just kept calling his number. Sometimes we see coaches go
Come
away
on.
from what's working, and we wonder why.
That's where they'd like all their shots to come from.
The Pistons have gone 6 of 11 here in the second quarter. Here's Thunder. It's rebounded by Grant.
That's 2 fouls, damn it.
His uncle, his brothers, I mean, plenty of competition growing up.
Free throw good. Lillard. Up around the game. You know, success wasn't handed to him, Grant.
Not at all. I mean, he was a second-round pick out of Syracuse. and he's really had to prove himself as an NBA player. He has truly come a long way.
Little's checked in for Grant. Now here's Lillard. He's got 13.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
Here's Lee. Cunningham on the wing. There's the triple. It goes. He's made 3 shots in 6 attempts.
And they're winning and playing with great confidence, but they need to be more efficient with those 3-pointers.
Pass to Eubanks. Eubanks the screen. And here's Lillard from beyond the arc. The shot won't fall. And Detroit the other way now.
Oh, right. I'm
Gallo
on team
outside.
takeover. What am I doing?
1:51 left in the first half of basketball. And here's Cunningham from behind the arc. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers. Eubanks, he's got 4 rebounds now.
The will is there, but the execution is lacking. He can't seem to finish plays this quarter.
Cunningham left side. Duran with the bucket.
Nice.
And the Pistons lead by 14.
And force feeding the ball inside. I mean, no reason to go away from what's working.
Lillard outside. We've got 1:08 left in the first half of this game.
Been waiting to watch these games
And
of
that
the league.
one's long.
You're gonna watch
Nice
the games of the league.
rebound.
How do you
Trying
do
to
that?
match the other team's intensity right now.
Pass to Thunder. Basket counts. MP's got 10 points in the quarter. Portland has gone just 1 of 6 from the perimeter here in the second. Here's the pick. And here's Lillard from beyond the arc. Thunder grabs the board.
It's clear he's totally out of sync. The team needs to rethink its strategy around what to do with him.
Inside. And MP throws it down.
He
Celtics
turns the
Hawks game would
offensive
probably be a
board
sweep,
into a
but
big
Cavs Knicks is
slam.
my favorite
Wow,
series
he was so
right now
well
for matchup.
positioned there.
Yeah,
Credit
see,
his
I think the Cavs Knicks
anticipation.
is a fucking dope series as well. I'll be honest, I was kind of sleeping on that one, but it's cool that the Knicks won game 1.
shooting
And
only
it changes everything,
36% so far
especially
in
since
this
it was
game.
in Cleveland, right?
Simons outside.
That opens that series all the way up. I like Sacramento Golden State right now. I think there's
Pass
no
to
more
Lillard.
interesting series than that, personally, just because they play the exact same kind of basketball. It's fast, it's up pace.
6 to shoot.
I mean, the Draymond Green stomping on Sabonis notwithstanding.
Lillard can't
Like, it's
get
been a
that one
pretty
to fall.
clean series. The refs have been pretty well out of it.
There's Cunningham with a 3. And through one half, it hasn't even been close. Pistons
But yeah, there's a
ahead.
case to be made.
They
That might be
lead
the
by
series of the
18.
East, for
And
sure.
we'll step away briefly,
Not
but
because
get
either of
you
those
right
teams is
back
really.
out there for the
I don't
start
think
of the
either of those
third
teams is
quarter,
really
right
built
after
to
the
win a championship or to get out of the East even. But I just think those two teams are those are both like underdog teams. Like, you know, I could see rooting for either one of those teams in that series. You know. Those are the fun teams. in
And
the
as we
East,
look
for
ahead
sure.
on our schedule, is there anything fun you guys are? And now let's look back on that first half of play. And
That was
that is
only
going
the
to
first
do it for
half?
us.
Damn.
Let's get back to some second half action
I've already
with
got
Brian
13
Anderson
assists.
and company.
Or no, that's the team. Never mind. I've got 7 rebounds. Damn. Yeah, he grabbed his foot. He for sure grabbed his foot. And apparently Monk did the night before. I didn't see the Monk grabbing Draymond's foot the night before.
And there
They didn't
wasn't
make a big
too
stink
much
out of
drama
that.
in the first
But
half,
probably because he
maybe
didn't
things
stomp
will
him.
tighten up here in the second.
But Shaq on the TNT coverage, I saw a clip of it on YouTube. I was like, what the hell is he supposed to do? The guy's got his foot. Like,
The Pistons
there's
shooting
like,
an
you
efficient
he's like, I'll lay down on the ground
64%. Excellent.
After
and
9
grab your foot.
seasons together in
You show me all the
Portland,
different ways he
backcourt
could have done something
duo
different.
of Damian
Like,
Lillard
go
and
ahead,
CJ
I'll wait.
McCollum
I was like,
are
dude, I
no
don't
longer
disagree with that.
teammates. CJ
Like,
sent
how
to
many
the
different
rim.
ways? I mean,
Checking out the
what is
group
his
for
options
Chauncey
there?
Billups to
Fall
start the
over?
second half. Grant and Nurkic, they're inside
Just
at
stand
the
there
4
and
and the
commit
5.
to just accept that he's
Damian
not
Lillard
going to go
out
back
there
down
with
court
Gary Payton
because
second.
motherfucker's holding
And
his
it's
foot.
Little in at the
Like,
3.
what's
Small
the move
forward.
there, dude?
Here's Lillard. After the
Like,
Pistons picking up
what
a
else
basket
is he
just
supposed to
moments
do?
ago. Boy, that Lillard
It wasn't
McCollum
there was not a
combination,
ton of
Smitty.
malice in it
You
either. It
think
wasn't like he was
time
like
to break
stomp,
him
stomp,
up?
stomp,
You know,
stomp,
I
stomp.
think
I've
both
seen a
of
bunch of
them are
memes
old.
where like it's Stone Cold
Defensively,
stomping
their
somebody out in the
size has
corner or
been an
something,
issue.
or
But I
like
love this
people
scoring
putting out a
duo.
campfire,
They were
going like
incredible.
Draymond Green
Yeah,
versus
some
the
great
Kings. Like
memories
no,
in
dude, it
Rip
wasn't.
City for Dame and CJ.
The
It
shot
really
by
wasn't that
Thunder,
much.
no good.
That's my
Stolen by MP. Got it. Good job in the low post.
It wasn't that much
MP's got 29.
Probably a play they drew up
malice
in the
on it.
locker
Like he
room
wasn't
at
like he was trying to
Listen,
stomp him out.
put the ball
He was
in
trying to
the
get his
hands
foot
of
free,
your
dude.
best scorers
And
let
then he
'em go
jumped
to
like
work.
in the air like a
Keep it
spider,
simple.
like trying not to step
Now
on him.
here's
You know what I
Lillard.
mean? Like it looked like he was
15
actively
points
trying
in the
not to step
game.
on him at one point. So
And
I
it's
don't know.
off from three-point range.
I'm not
For
saying
Detroit,
Draymond's
they've
not
gotten
like
2
a
of 4
grimy, dirty
shots to
player
go
like
since
that.
the break.
But he's
To
for
the
sure is.
inside. Thunder.
Lots of
The
examples of him
shot's
being that
good
guy.
on the assist
The
by
kick to the
Cunningham.
groin and the, you know,
Cunningham's got 3 assists tonight.
trying to trip
And they keep on
LeBron a
figuring
number of
out
years
ways
ago,
to force the rock
kicking
inside and
Adams in
convert.
the balls. Like
Here's
there's been
Nurkic.
so many examples.
A
So let's not
dependable
pretend like
player on
Draymond
offense,
isn't
giving them over 13
built
a
that
game.
way. You know what I mean? Like
Pass
he's
to
that kind of
Lillard.
player. But in this case, I don't know. I personally don't think it's anything more than like a, what it was called in the game is fine and let's move on, you know?
That's a foul? Sorry, I thought this was a contact sport. My bad.
Yeah, I'm on Draymond's team pretty
Free
heavy
throw,
with this
no
one.
good for
What the hell is
Lillard.
he supposed to do, dude?
The Pistons have gone 3 of 5 from the field in this third quarter.
Yeah, kick them both out of the game, and
Hey,
then
outside to the
you
paint.
know, there's no like people are like, does he need to get suspended a game? And like, no, he doesn't. Why are we even saying that?
Recognizing the
That's so stupid.
overcommitment and making the D pay for it.
Well, the refs have been letting him play. I
Lillard
prefer the refs
outside.
letting him play
Pass to
personally,
Nurkic.
a little bit to a point. You know what I mean?
Yep, that one goes. Nurkic has got 6.
Good, solid start to the half, hitting 3 out of 4.
MP, the pass to Stewart.
Stewart was stomping through the middle.
Kicks it
I
out to
gave him the
Embiid.
ball. Like, let's go get that, Stewart. Go be somebody, baby. Go be somebody.
Played it in with a nice touch off the window. MP's got 6 here
Sure,
in
he
the
should be
quarter.
averaging 10
They
plus
have
free throws.
no
Dude's getting
answer
hacked. Yeah,
defensively inside.
but I mean that goes both ways.
MP against Grant.
Fox isn't getting contact going towards the rim. He for sure is.
Thunder grabs a board.
Like if they're letting him play, they're letting him
MP's
play.
got
You know
9
what I mean?
rebounds in the game. Boy, he's getting it done.
They really have a commanding lead, not just in points, but in rebounds as well.
I'm a big believer in let him play, especially in the playoffs. You gotta let him. You gotta let him feel it out a little bit. You can't play it. You can't call it so tight in the playoffs.
The first free
I
throw
personally
good.
think that's
And the
you know
Pistons making a
that's the
change
beauty
here.
of the playoffs
Burks
is the
is
refs
checked in.
eat their whistles a
Winslow's
little bit
checked
to a
in for
point,
Portland.
unless the
Hart
game
comes
gets
in
out of
for
control. Then they
Damian
start
Lillard.
down, reining it back in, or say a series starts to get out of control. See, I would argue Golden State has a better chance of winning Game 3 than they did before Draymond stomped on him. Because when that kind of big, heavy, physical action happens,
That one
all the
misses,
press,
so
all
he goes
the
1 for 2.
attention
And in Jaden Ivey and
that's
Jalen
given to that
Duren,
series now,
Pistons
I think the
taking
refs are going to be
arguably
fucking
the two best
blowing whistles on
athletes in the
everything
22 draft.
in Game 3.
The
And I think that
youth
favors
is
the Warriors
on,
for sure.
and Detroit is
So I think
definitely
if you're a Warriors fan, you're looking forward to Game 3. Because all the calls you feel like Steph hasn't been
Now
getting,
here's MP.
he's going to get them.
Winslow defending.
They're going to make a point to give it to him.
MP's
They're going to
got
be
36
blowing
points.
whistles on every
I don't
contact,
think the D has
trying
an
to rein
answer
the
for him
series
right
back
now.
in a little
He
bit.
is
You know
just
what I
getting
mean?
any shot he wants.
I think the refs will probably get pressure from the league to do that. So
Pass to Winslow.
I think there's a real case that like it's going to be a free throw
There's the
shootout
call
in
on
Game 3.
Sadiq Bey.
That series might not be
His
as
first
entertaining
foul.
Game 3,
So for the
just
Pistons.
because they're going to be calling a lot of fouls. So whatever injustice you feel they've been suffering right now, will all be made right in Game 3, just by virtue of them needing
Here's
to
Grant.
kind of
He
rein
has
that one
7.
back in a little bit. That being said, I want players to be able to play. You know what I mean?
Uses the glass to finish the layup. Grant's got 9.
He's doing what he can
I
do.
mean, they're the champions. There's no reason to believe the champions can't play like champions. Even though they are getting old, and I have said their window's closed. I personally have said their window's closed, so I don't think they're getting back to the ring. But I don't think it's unreasonable to think they can out Golden State, the Sacramento Kings, who are basically the new version of the Golden State Warriors, in my opinion. Their shooting's a little bit spread out a little bit differently, but
Portland has gone
It's
1
still
of 4
there.
here in the third from range.
they're more of a
Pass to
2-3
Little.
shooting
Now
combo
Lillard.
as opposed to a 1-2 shooting combo. Like it's in Golden State, it's the Draymond piece, running the offense, putting shooters
30
in positions
seconds
to
left in
shoot.
the third quarter. No one covering.
Those shooters being,
Lillard's got 7
typically
points here in the quarter.
Steph Curry and
Time
Clay
after
Thompson,
time.
right?
It's
But
Dame,
with the
a prolific
Kings, it's like
offensive player.
Sabonis is the Draymond piece. We know this, and then the two pieces he's trying to get
MP against
in
Lillard.
position to
Back
shoot
to Lee.
instead of point
Here's
guard and
Durant.
shooting guard is instead shooting guard and
MP up
small
top.
forward with Harrison and go to
Kicks
the
it
rim.
out to
Oh my
Cunningham.
God.
5 on
With
the
Harrison, Barnes, and Herter.
clock.
So it's all the same
It's
stuff. They're running the
MP
same
making up
actions.
the
They're just running it
assist.
from the 2 and the
He's
3
got
as
11.
opposed to the
Wonderful
1 and the 2. You know what I
concentration
mean?
by
It's like
Cunningham.
there's
Taking
not a
the
coincidence that they're
contact
running that
and
offense
using
all of a
his
sudden
strength
too.
to
Since
finish
Mike
the
Brown
play.
spent the
One
last
side of a
couple of
great
years
playmaker,
as an
hitting
assistant
his
coach
man
in Golden
in
State,
stride.
putting together a new
And
idea
so it's
of an
Detroit
offense
with a
that he
commanding
instantly
lead to
implemented
end
in
the-
Sacramento and suddenly just went to the moon with. Coincidence? Methinks not. Hell, you could argue that Sacramento runs a 2-3-4 because that Murray kid is a hell of a three-point shot. So, you know, Sabonis is looking for a 2, a 3, or a 4, and then looking to set a screen for De'Aaron Fox to give De'Aaron Fox whatever opportunity he wants to get, whether it's penetration push or his own looking for his own shot mid-range. Like, their little thing they're doing is very old school Warriors, bro. That's why I think it's so fun to watch. That's why I've been rooting for it all year. That's why I've been thinking it's so interesting. 'Cause I'm like, it's kind of a Warriors thing they're doing. They're just doing it at the 2-3-4 as opposed to the 1 and the 2. Stretching the floor, Herter's running off of everything like Steph Curry and shit.
So it's
Like a
Portland
big,
now.
goony 6'7" version of Steph Curry,
Matt
white
Thomas
boy,
is out
ginger
there with
version of
MP.
Steph Curry.
Then it's Corey Joseph, and it's Lee in at the
Harrison
1.
Barnes with
That's
more of
the
a
group for
Klay
Detroit right
Thompson
now.
His
second
third
option
triple
type
the
of a
game.
three-point
little more
setup,
success from
but
out
it's
there
there.
in the second half.
MP outside.
Sabonis having like a all NBA first
Back
team
to
type
Lee.
of a year, setting it all up.
Here's Duran.
It all makes sense, dude. It
Rebounded
all
by
works.
Johnson.
It's like if the Kings beat the
Trailblazers
Warriors,
shooting
they'll beat them
about
by
43% on this
out-warrioring them. You know what I mean? Which is kind of bittersweet if you're a
Pass to
Warriors fan.
Watford. Oh,
You're like, damn,
tries
we
a
just got
three.
out-warriored. You know what I mean?
Rebounded by the Pistons. MP's got double-digit
Yeah,
rebounds
they
now in the
definitely
game.
do. Like, well, that's going to be near impossible because the
Here's
Warriors
Lee.
have been winning. And that Kings crowd hasn't had a playoff series in
Here's
17
Joseph.
years. That kind of energy, that kind of thirst, that kind of hunger, that kind of need
And last season,
is
new
much
trophies
different
unveiled for the conference
than the team that's been winning
finals.
championships for
Honoring
the last,
Larry Bird,
you know.
Magic Johnson, Bob Cousy, Oscar Robertson.
I mean-
love bringing up these names again.
I agree, BA. I mean, these are legends. These were those
Why would you
that
be
laid
annoyed?
the foundation for this league to
Because
be
they poached their
successful.
whole offense
So
and
the
are
idea
basically running
of
their exact
adding a
same
little
game
hardware and
against
putting
them,
their names on it,
but just doing it
couldn't
with
think
younger
of
talent.
anything better.
Stepping in for that
You wanted
shot.
to go 7?
Great
Yeah.
idea by Dame.
I don't think the Kings are going to sweep them. I think it'll be a
Pass to
series.
Thomas.
It's just, especially since
Here's
it'll be near
Joseph.
impossible for the Kings to win Game 3. Just with the whistles
MP
and the
with it.
whatnot.
Back to Joseph. Here's Thomas. Knocks
Who the
it
hell is
down
Thomas?
from distance.
The
the
defense
hell's
was
that
just
guy?
nowhere to be found, and because of that, he adds to their lead.
You can't afford to give him space. Those kinds of mistakes have been the story of this game.
Here's Watford. Trying to go for a lob there. Excellent defense and anticipation to stop it.
Go ahead.
Here's Duran.
Duran, go to work.
MP up top.
Jesus, Duran's so scared just to go at it, dude.
And there it is for him. MP's got 40 points.
I don't know. In the West, that's
And
the
an
series I'm
important
most
part of
interested
every
in.
team's game.
I also want.
Look at the
I
hustle
think I still
stats
want
for the
Memphis to beat
Pistons.
the
Their
Lakers,
activity
even though I
has
don't
been
like
at a
Memphis.
constant level.
That team is annoying with
Always
the way they
around
talk
the
shit.
ball, quick hands
Act like you've been there.
causing a lot of
You
steals.
fucking, you're professional
They're also
athletes.
finding a lot
They're
of
like
points tonight off of
fucking
transition play.
Call of Duty lobby
Running the
kids,
floor
dude.
and
It's
using the fast
embarrassing
break to beat the
for the
defense.
sport, I think.
Now
But
here's MP. Here's Lee. Good.
I definitely
And
want
the
them to beat
assist
LeBron
goes
and
to
AD.
MP.
I need to get those
Looks
guys
like
out of the
we're starting to
playoffs.
see a pattern
There's
here.
nothing more annoying
Not
than Lakers
afraid to
fans
get in
going,
the paint and get
one more
wet.
for LeBron. It's like, oh, shut up, dude. Just please shut up.
Lillard outside. A shot to stop the run.
Especially since
He
LeBron was
drops
injured
it
when they
from
made their run to
range.
make the playoff
Lillard's
berth.
got 8 here in this
People
quarter.
like to forget
He's
that.
starting to pick it up from
They
downtown.
went on a fucking run
They
when
just
LeBron
won the
sat the
first
fuck
half,
down.
But he's drained
So
3 more
this whole like,
since.
you can't keep LeBron out of the playoffs
Out
for
to the
long.
wing.
Like, no, bro.
To the middle. Here's
If
Lee.
LeBron doesn't
And the
get injured at the
layup
end of
is
the season,
good
they don't
after
make
a
the
nice
playoffs.
lead pass.
And they've really managed to
No
dominate
Adams is making it
inside.
difficult. Also,
Trailblazers
Ja
have
fell
gone
on his
3
hand,
of
and he may
5
have
since this
like
fourth
some,
quarter
like
started.
he might have a broken left hand or right hand or whatever. Fucking, that's gonna be a
The three,
problem too.
here's
To be
Lillard.
honest. That makes things a
Rebounded
little
by the
difficult.
Pistons.
And right now, they're +8 in the rebounding category. That's helping them run away with this.
Pass to Duran.
I want Duran to go get one, dude. That's against the point guard. Go to
Here's
work.
Thomas.
God damn it. Eat. Duran, eat,
Here's
bro.
Thunder, defended by Brown. The shot by Thunder, no good. Portland has got 2 of 5 threes to go here in the fourth.
Triple J, though,
Here's
is out
Sharp.
there getting Defensive
From
Player of the
deep,
Year,
Johnson.
which is kind of cool. Good for him.
Thunder grabs a board. MP's got rebound number 12 now. Tenacity on the glass. Here's Joseph.
AD hurt his shoulder, but it was like,
Pass
some
to
temporary
Thunder.
shit. Nothing we got to worry about, I guess, apparently.
Back to Joseph. Clock at 6. He buries it from 3. Joseph has got his first 3 points of the game.
And what's working here? Each guy is willing to make the next pass.
Here's Sharp. Here's the 3. Thunder grabs a board. Here's Thomas, covered by Johnson.
Who's this Thomas guy? I like his style.
Down low. Here's Thunder. Count it. MP's
I like
got
that Thomas
42
guy's
in the
style.
game.
Just so successful getting
So
the
yeah, I've
ball
been really,
inside and
really
finding
interested in
those
that.
great
I'm gonna
looks.
pay more attention to the Cleveland Knicks series. You made a good point about that. Like that is that like
Now
middle of the
Lillard,
road
Brown on
underdog
the screen.
team. Yeah, in the West.
Will it go? And that one drops for him. Lillard's got 30.
This is the consistency he was looking for.
Although I
in
do
the
think
first
Mobley's gonna
half.
take a step
Just
forward
took him a while
game
to
two.
heat up.
Randall's not gonna be able to get whatever he wants. Game 2.
Here's
They're gonna make a
Thomas.
concerted effort to
MP
shut him
left
down
side.
some. I
Pass
don't
to
know how
Joseph.
exactly you do
The
that,
three
but I
is
think
up.
it has a lot to do with Mobley taking on that
Here's
assignment
Durant.
and taking it more seriously.
Rebounded by
And
Johnson.
I don't know. I think Cleveland can get game 2 pretty
Brown
easily.
against MP. Brown with
I think I
the
have Cleveland in
block.
that series.
And they're able to recover. Here's Joseph. That one's wide left. The Trailblazers have gotten 4 of 9 shots to go in.
Clippers
during this
versus
fourth
Sacramento
quarter.
would be a fucking great series. I think, honestly, I think Phoenix versus Sacramento would
Lillard
be as
outside.
good a series. Dude, in the West, the second round is
shot.
going to be crazy, no matter what happens.
Detroit with a rebound.
But LA's going
Durant's
to play
got his
who?
8th
The
rebound here
Nuggets?
tonight.
Oh, they're
Pass to
done.
Lee.
Yeah. Well, then they're not getting past the Nuggets, so that's the beauty
To
of
the
it.
middle.
So we don't have anything to worry about. I just don't
Thunder
even
with
want
the
them to get out of the first round, though, to be honest.
MP's got 44.
I didn't want them to get into the
I
play-in
like
or
what
make
he's
the
doing
play-in or
here.
whatever.
Terrific efficiency
To be honest
scoring the
with you.
basketball.
And the Trailblazers shooting right around 40% since the beginning of the fourth quarter. Here's Watford. We've got 1:48 left in the fourth quarter. Here's Johnson. Three-pointer Sharp. Again, the miss by the Trailblazers.
If Brooklyn just had one guy.
Detroit has gone
I'm watching
2 of
those
3
highlights
from
too of the
beyond the
Philly
arc here in
Brooklyn
the
series.
fourth.
Brooklyn's a team, dude. Those motherfuckers are grimy, dude.
And
If they had
they
just
double up
one
MP.
guy. I should have kicked that Thomas. What was I
Here's
doing?
Joseph.
If Brooklyn just had
It's
one
MP
motherfucker,
picking up the assist.
I think that'd be a hell of a series.
MP's got
with
4
Philly.
assists in the game.
Well, the scoreboard tells you everything you need to know about this one. A great showing here for the Pistons.
And everything seemed to go their way today. They were firing on all
Lakers
cylinders.
Nuggets we
Grant.
have
Yeah,
seen a million
this
times,
was
but
the
I
kind
hope
of
it is good
performance
this
you
time with
relish
no
as a
injuries.
player.
Yeah. Well, we haven't seen this. Yeah, Lakers Nuggets we've seen a bunch, but the Nuggets are the Nuggets now, bro. The Nuggets are the Nuggets now, dude. They're scary, undeniably
Clear
good.
who the matchup favored.
The Lakers were, like,
They'll wish
barely
they
in
could
the
have
playoffs.
seen more of these guys.
And when you look at the game, the one thing that helped fuel this team to victory was the efficiency for Thunder.
We saw him get a lot of touches tonight, and he wasted very few of them. Really made himself the backbone of their offense.
Here's Lee. Uses the glass on the layup. Lee's got 6 in the quarter.
And it hasn't just been their stellar offense. Their defense has been effective as well.
Yes, when it's going good, it feels easy. These are the nights you relish, but they're tough to replicate.
And Alec Burks gets the win.
True, they haven't had a healthy season playoff. They haven't had a healthy playoffs in like 4 years. Bucks and Knicks. See, how is Giannis's back, lower back and or butt? Because he got his ass, he broke his, Miami Heat busted his ass game 1.
Outside
Like
Winslow.
literally busted his ass. If he's okay from that, if that's just
Here's
contusion or
Little,
whatever they're calling
defended
it,
by Burks.
like if he's good
6
on
the
that,
shot clock
I think
with the 7-footer.
they're still beating everybody.
Oh,
Maybe
MP
even
with a
Boston.
block. And the ball goes out of bounds.
Boston, Philly is going to be great because I think Boston will torch Philly. I really do. I hope they do. God, if Philly beat Boston, that would suck. I would not enjoy that. I don't want that. I don't want Philly to ever
Clock at
have anything
2.
good in their
Shot
lives.
from the inbound.
I
And
don't want
Lillard
that
gets it
process
to go.
bullshit to ever work.
Lillard's got 32
Yeah, I know we're so far
points in the
removed from
game.
that now, but like,
And so it's Detroit
just
with
the
it.
idea of it pisses me off still.
Inside, Thunder. Oh, and the dunk
Nice
by
pass.
MP.
Leaving nothing to chance. This run shutting the door on them.
Not messing around at all. They were focused, relentless, and they got the job done.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and game clock, and they'll keep possession.
Philly-Boston could be a good series. It could be a good series. I'm not delusional.
There's
like,
21 seconds left in the fourth.
You know, I know how good Philly can play. Potential.
Pass to
Just
Durant.
go do something, go to the rim or something.
Oh, and he got fouled on his way up.
I know Philly's good. I hate them. I know Phoenix is good. I just hate them. Although you can make the case Phoenix hasn't played together long enough to actually be good together. They're good individually as pieces, but I would argue there's some cohesiveness issues with Phoenix that are glaring their ugly head a little bit in this
And no
first
luck
round
at the stripe
series
this time. Second one
with the
won't
Clips.
fall.
It might have just been a
As
bad
of
game
right
though.
now, Jalen
How often
Durant
does Kevin
kinda
Durant come out
seems
like
a
0 for
classic
I
big
think
man.
0 for
He can
5 or
block,
0
he
for
can
something?
rebound,
He's
and
like
he
0 for 5,
really
0 for 6 to
focuses
start
on
the game
finding close range looks.
in game 1. That will never
And
happen.
so it's Detroit.
Also,
easily
there's like
grabbing
7 or 8
this
minutes
one.
at the end of the game.
We
I think in
saw
the fourth
two
quarter there's
different
7 or 8
teams
minutes
tonight.
where
One
Durant
played
didn't shoot the ball.
with
He was on the floor, didn't
confidence,
shoot the ball.
flawlessly. The
That
other
won't
just
happen.
looked lost.
So
And
also
the
there was a
energy
period,
in
and
this building
I only know
was
this because I was
awesome.
watching
The
a
crowd
highlight
was
clip of Bill
involved from the
Simmons and
jump, once
Russillo
they
talking
started to
about it
really pour it
on the Bill
it was
Simmons
fun to
podcast. A
see
lot
how
of
it
good
all came
basketball
together.
talk.
And
It's a
that'll do
YouTube
it,
channel worth
folks.
following
For
if you guys are
Riley
interested.
LaForce,
It's
Grant
where I get a
Hill,
lot of my
Steve
information
Smith.
from, being
This is
honest.
Brian Anderson
And
with
takes
our 2K
sometimes,
Sports
too.
crew.
But Simmons was going, yo, how are they going to have Booker and like 4 non-scoring players on the floor for a serious period of time at the end of the third quarter? And I didn't know this because I didn't watch the game, but I was like, wow, they did. They just put Booker out there by himself. It was like at the beginning of the run for the Clippers, late in the second half. And it all sprung from that. It's like that. He's like, that's bad coaching. That's just bad coaching. You can't put Booker and 4 guys that aren't offensive options on the floor at the same time. You just can't do it. Like, why would you? How would? That's like such bad coaching. Because all you got to do is they started doubling Booker. Booker was bringing the ball up, so they started doubling Booker at half court. It turned into the 4-on-3 with a bunch of the 4 being players that never looked to score or never out there in a scoring capacity. It was just became a sloppy mess for a few minutes apparently. Now I don't get to see that on a 10-minute highlight reel because that's all I really get to watch. So like hearing that, I was like, wow, that's bad coaching. That's really bad coaching. And really good coaching from Ty Lue to go, oh, you're going to run Booker and 4 bench players? Okay, watch this. We're doubling Booker as soon as he touches the ball. Now what are you going to do? So I think there's an argument that Phoenix could get out coached in this series. I think they could get out efforted in this series. I think they could get out teamed in this series. I don't think they could get out talented because while Kawhi is Kawhi, and God, he was perfect in game 1, just an absolute robot in game 1, perfect. And Westbrook was effort. I don't think the Clippers have the talent to match up with Phoenix. I mean, that's pretty fair to say. Phoenix has Booker. Phoenix has Durant. Phoenix has Chris Paul, even though Chris Paul is not really Chris Paul anymore. Like, talent-wise, hell, Phoenix has Ayton. Phoenix has a lot of powerful, strong, good, effective pieces. Big boy players. Stars, if you will. But goddamn, if those stars don't know how to play together, if those stars don't know what to do when the fucking rubber hits the road, you know what I mean? Like, you can have all the stars you want. Teams win championships. I'm not saying the Clippers are winning championships. I'm saying that might be more of a series than people realize. Watch me in like a week be like, well, Phoenix sweeped them after game 1. But they can't say Kawhi can't keep this up because he can't. He for sure can't. Yeah, Clippers didn't play good either. They just outworked them. They just out-teamed them. You know what I mean? Like, it wasn't like somebody went... I mean, Kawhi went pretty crazy. He was like 38 points. Fucking guarded Durant, made Durant... Actually, Westbrook started the game guarding Durant, made Durant real uncomfortable. So that's interesting. I mean, Durant with an 0 for 5 start. Durant's not going to go 7 minutes without shooting in game 2. Booker's not going to be out there with 4 bench players for a large period of time at the end of the third in game 2. There's going to be adjustments, is my point. But I think that is to me, that's the most interesting series in the West, probably. Clippers and Phoenix, even though I'm really invested in Sacramento and Golden State. They never got down on themselves. Yes, 100% agree with that. But they just out-teamed them. They out-coached them, and they out-teamed them. Ty Lue out-coached the shit out of that Wells guy. What's his name? Ellis? What's his name? The coach of the Phoenix Suns. The Clippers just teamed the shit out of Phoenix. Phoenix just looked like a bunch of hired guns that didn't know each other's games at all. You know what I mean? I mean, let's face it. Durant's played with that team, what, 9 games? 10 games now because he's 9-1. He was 9-0. When Durant's in their lineup, they're undefeated, blah, blah, blah. Fuck. Is it Monty Williams? It might be Monty Williams, yeah. I'm sorry. Ow. Fuck. I'm talking too much. I'm doing too much talking. But it'll be interesting to see how Phoenix responds in Game 2. It'll be very interesting to see how Phoenix responds in Game 2. I think Westbrook is due for a better game, too, offensively. I think Kawhi, you can expect to be Kawhi. All right, these are the games tonight. All right, I'm gonna say Clippers get Game 2. Although I think the safe money's probably on Phoenix getting Game 2 because Durant's gonna come out hot. Durant's gonna be pissed. He's gonna come out hot. I want the Grizzlies. I think without Morant, I think they're vulnerable, and there's a real case to be made that LeBron didn't have a great Game 1 and could potentially come out and have a better Game 2. But I'm going to go Clippers. I'm going to go Grizzlies. Those are my picks for tonight. And I'm going to call it here. Clippers Game 2 is crazy. You think Clippers winning Game 2 is crazy? Well, we'll see. We'll probably check back in on this tomorrow. This has been fun, but I'm talked out right now. My lungs need a break. I need to take some cough medicine. I need to suck on my inhaler a little bit. My lungs are getting tight. So I appreciate you. Thanks for stopping by and chit-chatting with me, Kyle. You the homie. I'll see you on the next one, my dude. Stay gangster, don't worry. I'll be right back tomorrow. You guys have a great rest of your day.